Hi YouTubers, it's Pegasus, again, thanks for today, some of the garage again, and it's the nighttime right now. It's about 8 o'clock right now, so I thought I'd do a video right now. I'm in the garage, just finished smoking a cigar, and I want to do a video right now. Okay, this is going to be a cigar review right now on a premium cigar, not a gas station cigar. It's going to be the Ashton VSG Pegasus 5x54. Okay, so this is about this big. It's a nice, small, chubby cigar. A big-ass cigar. Well, not huge. Not as big as the usual big-ass cigars I've been smoking. So, anyway. So yeah, the Ashton VSG Pegasus 5x54. This is a pretty high-quality cigar. Most people know the VSG series and know it's Ashton's second highest line below the ESG, the Estates on Grown. So, anyway, I want to do a video right now on that cigar. Okay, so the first third, when you light up, is very earthy, peppery, smooth. So you first light up, you get a big blast of earth and pepper and smoothness. Overall, a very plain cigar. Not many transitions. That could be partially due to the fact they didn't really let it acclimate, but I think it was sitting in, I bought it at a liquor store in town, so it was sitting in their humidor, so hopefully it was fresh, and hopefully I made the right decision by smoking it. Well, it's too late now, but the point is, yeah, it was earthy, peppery, smooth in the first third, so definitely a pretty, not super plain flavor, but the point I'm trying to get across is not very complex, and partially that could be due to the fact that it's one of those big ring gauge cigars. It's when you get around the 54 ring gauge, you start getting more of the filler taste as opposed to the wrapper taste. So unfortunately, you get more of a plain tobacco flavor. At least in my experience. My experience has been when cigars have a bigger ring gauge, you get more of a plainer tobacco taste because there's less wrapper flavor. I really do miss the wonderful flavors of the wrapper. Anyway. So second third is pretty much the same flavors. The only difference is it adds a little bit of alcohol flavor. There is a little bit of like an alcohol flavor, kind of like a bourbon or a Scotch flavor, so more closer to bourbon. Very smooth, creamy, nice. The last third is nutty, syrup, and same flavors. So the last third, adds a little bit of a nuttiness like most cigars do at the end. And it does add a little bit of a syrup. Excuse me. So you do get that little bit of a syrupy taste from the cigar at the very end. Now, the strength was mild to medium. Ashton VSGs are marketed as full-bodied cigars, so you do get more strength. I don't detect much strength. I mean, very little, if any, strength from the cigar, but definitely a little bit of strength, just enough to help it. The retrohaling is pepper, so really just a pepper bomb on the retrohale. So you exhale through your nose, you do get a very nice pepper sensation through your nostrils, which I do always recommend. I recommend to everybody that you retrohale your cigars if you really enjoy them. The aroma was typical cigar smell, very nice, very strong, very nice smell. The burn was fantastic despite the large ring gauge. Usually with 54s they burn okay. When you get up to 56, 58, 60, then you see burn problems, usually. So zero touch required, so great burn, no touches required on the cigar. It lasted for just over 45 minutes, so not a very long cigar, but it's a pretty small cigar. 5 inches long, so about this long. Pretty small, like a Robusto size. So it doesn't have a very... What I'm trying to say is, it's a pretty small cigar, so you can't expect a long burn time. Anyway, overall, good. Earthy, pepper, smoothness, alcohol flavor, nutty, syrup, creamy, that kind of stuff. So definitely a good cigar. 8 out of 10 for rating. So personally, this is not my cup of tea, especially for the price. I paid at the liquor store in my town, I paid, I think, around $13 for the cigar. Yeah, but just over $13. And unfortunately, in Massachusetts, we pay a lot for tobacco. So I know a lot of people are laughing their asses off because they're down in Florida, they're down in Pennsylvania, where you're paying $7 for these cigars. But here in Massachusetts, we're paying $13, $14 for these cigars because we have a ridiculous tobacco tax. Now, not my personal cup of tea. I mean, for the price, this cigar is definitely worth $8, $9, $10, but $13, $14, not really worth the price. Very plain. Maybe another week or two of acclimation in the wine-ador would help. I doubt, because it was in a humidor in the store, and it was at good humidity, so unfortunately not my personal cup of tea. Not saying it's a bad cigar, not saying it's a bad cigar. It's definitely a good cigar. I'm not a big fan of these big ring gauge cigars. I really prefer cigars that have smaller ring gauge, more wrapper flavors as opposed to filler flavors. I really do like cigars that just are nice and long smoke. So not something I would buy again, especially for the price. I mean, $13, $14. I could get a nice Padron with that money. So anyway, comment, like the video, share the video, rate, subscribe. This has been the Ashton VSG Pegasus 5x54. Comment, like the video, share the video, and bye.